What's up out there? Welcome back to some more Melvor Idle Hardcore. This is Gen 2, and we are on episode 80. Happy New Year or New Year's Eve, whatever. We're early in the day today for me anyway, but this is December 31st. This is the last video of the year, the last hardcore video anyway. So, been working on, woodcutting now, but I spent a lot of time on thieving. In fact, I'm going to cut this off. I have been cutting normal and oak trees. We'll get into that in a second, but thieving is done and over with. I sat down. I not only have level 120, in fact, I got all of this done before I hit 120. All the masteries are done. All of the items are found. I have everything, all of this stuff, the blood ring, the vampiric cloak. We've got the crown of Madrimonte. Let's see, the potion stir, all of this stuff. Everything is unlocked. What I basically did is I started with whoever, whether it was explorer, adventurer, treasure hunter, somewhere in here. I basically sat down with the one that was not at mastery 99, and I just leveled him up to mastery 99. If they did not have, maybe they were at mastery 99, but they had a question mark on it. I thieved them until the question mark went away and I found their items. So I've collected all of the items out of here. Everything is gathered. The mastery's done. The level's done. I don't have to look at thieving again. So I'm kind of in a debate on whether I want to keep my thieving gear or get rid of it. I'm probably going to keep it for the time being because we now have something from woodcutting that's very good. So I got this done, and then I thought, all right, I need to work on something that's going to help me going forward. I wanted to get into here because I wanted to get thieving done, get it out of the way. There's some items down here that the blood ring for combat, these, and then this vampiric cloak. These have some bleed builds and stuff that I want to try down the road in combat, and I wanted to make sure and unlock those first. But along the way, I went to this Madrimonte thing, of course, and I got the crown. Well, then you can come into woodcutting, throw the crown on. This gives you, let's see, quantity of logs is doubled and 5% chance to find a mushroom, which, okay, whatever. So I took the crown, I took the signet ring, the superior woodcutting skill cape, clue chaser's insignia, lumberjack's top, the ring of wealth, and then I ran this int and bear synergy. Now I had to add some more int to it because I ran out at some point. We're also running the bird's nest potion, but the important thing is we now have 1 million bird's nests, which means we can come down here to township, go into this task, scroll right on down here, bam, 80 bank slots, 80 bank slots. Look at that. Boom. There we go. Just like that. Well, it took a few days to build that up, but we now have 80 bank slots. So now we can just, we can sell all that. We can go in and upgrade this. I am going to just sell these logs. I don't care about them. That's 14 million. Made a little bit of cash along the way. And we now have a whole bunch of bank slots. So, not sure where to go from here. I think what I want to do is retool agility for, I don't know what I want to do yet. I'm going to think about this. We're sitting very pretty. We've got plenty of food, 117,000 whales. Thieving is done. I've got all the gear out of thieving, which means that there's a lot of cool weapons. And I mean, keeping something for Slayer, or the Explorer's map would be a reason to keep the Slayer gear, or I'm sorry, the thieving gear. Blood vials are good too. The portable rations are probably cool. There is some reasons to keep the thieving stuff, so I'm probably going to hang on to all that for a while. And now the choice is going to be whether we go into combat or whether we stay in non-combat and try to hit 120s. So I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, and I don't know what my next steps are going to be. I'm going to think about that for a little bit and go into something. We have some stuff that's very close. Mining's close to 120. Rune crafting's close to 120. Crafting, we could certainly get there fairly quickly. I've got 456,000 elder wood. I did chop some elder wood along the way. That's why it took a little bit longer to get the million bird's nests. So I could work on this, let this roll for a long time, work on these elderwood bodies. That's several thousand XP. This gets boosted up once you put all this skilling gear on. So we could really push a lot of these non-combat stuff forward. Herblore would be a really good contestant to push forward because a lot of these potions that are locked out down here are very good going forward. Area control, this one here would be great to have a lot of because this gives you Slayer area negation. So working on Herblore would be a very good thing to do, and maybe I'll retool agility up for that. So that might be the next focus, is to work on, say, getting agility, or I'm not agility, getting Herblore up to the point where I get 118 is probably the best skill or the best potion that I need. So maybe that's what we do going forward. One of the goals that I had was to get through the Ancient Sanctuary and unlock this 5th gear slot. That's done. The other one was to get the 80 bank slots. That's done. So at this point, it's going to be really diving into the expansion. And to do that, as far as combat goes, we're going to need potions, because there's some really good potions that come along down here. And maybe I'm talking myself into that. That's probably what I'll do. Maybe I'll work on crafting for a bit and then get into Herblore and stuff like that. It sounds reasonable. So that is where we are. I'm very pleased to close the year out with 80 more bank slots and thieving done. I've got some new gear for builds. Like I said, a lot of cool stuff comes from the thieving side. You get, let's see, the potion stir, I think, came from there. The mortar and pestle comes from there. Hunter's Journal I could probably ditch. Somebody pointed out this is the thieving area unique item, not the NPC unique item, which my bad on that. I got the wrong one. Oh, along the way, I got the absorbing shield because you're going to need this for the Leviathan shield. So I went ahead and grabbed one of those. Don't have to worry about getting that anymore. We've got this to speed up attack interval. We've got the Necro Crown. I want to try this thing out because it all bones drops from combat are doubled. So combine that with the bone. Do I still have it? I might have to go get one of those, the little bone thing. And then it just automatically buries stuff. And there was actually quite a few things. There's a potion for that too, for automatically burying bones that builds up your prayer very quickly. So I want to try that stuff out. We got the Adventurer's Backpack, which is a chance to double loot in combat. Let's see. The Blacksmith's Gloves come from a Slayer area. And yeah, I guess that's about it. The rest of this stuff's kind of some thieving stuff. We get, what else do we get from thieving? The Amulet of Prayers, chance to preserve prayer points. I don't know that I care about this. This thing might go away. I might get rid of that. But the Blood Ring is cool. Bleed Lifesteal. Target is bleeding, you get defenses and stuff. So I do want to try some bleed builds out. There's some really strong stuff coming in here that bleed works well on. So anyway, that's where we are with Hardcore closing out 2022. Why, this year's flown by. So that will do it for this one. I think I'm going to start working on crafting right now, and then I'll go over into Herblore. That's probably going to be my future skilling. I don't know. We'll see. Working on that stuff, getting into combat soon. Hopefully, like I said, I got plenty of food, so I don't need to do fishing and cooking at the moment. Fire making is just a big boring slog. That's what I'm doing on my standard account. I've got everything else pretty much unlocked. The only one that I think I wanted more was crafting to get the meteorite stuff. So that might be a push for that. Anyway, that will do it for this one. We will catch you on the next one in next year. Take care.